What was supposed to be a grand celebration for Royal Challengers Bengaluru, the latest IPL 2025 champions, has turned into an utter chaos. As reported, 11 people have lost their lives and 70 are injured and are lying in the hospital beds. Who is responsible for that? We have our reporter Kavitha right there outside M Chinnaswamy Stadium. Kavitha, what is the latest that you have got for us from Bengaluru?
The Bengaluru police have filed 11 unnatural death reports and no FIRs have been filed so far. Life is back to normal in Bengaluru. The traffic is back to being chaotic. The only thing that we can see about the tragedy that happened last night in Bengaluru is there are a few chappals, shoes strewn along the road outside the Chinnaswamy Stadium. The Chinnaswamy Stadium inside is quiet. A few officials in the office are defensive about what happened. They are saying they are not to be blamed. What happened was there was crowds which was unprecedented that they had never seen before. There were IPL matches that they've held here before, but this kind of a crowd, they could not control it, and they say that the ambulances also could not make their way into the stadium, so they could not save the people who died. So there's the police, the Bengaluru police also seem to be in a very defensive mood. When we went to the hospital this morning, they were very angry and they wouldn't let us inside. And when we did manage to get into the ward and talk to a few of the patients, policemen told me to leave the room immediately because they were talking about how the police had hit them on the head, and that particular gentleman had a big wound on his head. So there's people are defensive, and the police is defensive. The KSCA officials are defensive about what happened. They're trying to fix the blame. Who is to blame for this tragedy where 11 young lives have been lost? I think the KSCA is not really given any official statement as of now. But the Home Minister had visited the Chinnaswamy Stadium. At that point, they did speak to the press, and they have said that inquiry is being held. They will fix the blame very soon as to who is responsible for what happened yesterday, that led to this tragedy.
So the distance between the Vidhana Sauda on Dr. Ambedkar Road to M Chinnaswamy Stadium, which is on Kaban Road, is around 1.8 kilometers. Now, the state government had only planned a celebration at the Vidhana Sauda. But at M Chinnaswamy Stadium, after rumor was spread that a free entry is allowed inside the M Chinnaswamy Stadium, a massive amount of people actually tried to enter the stadium.
We did visit gate number 6, gate number 7. Actually, the gates didn't look too narrow. The gate number 6, for example, is nearly 12 feet wide. But what there was a worker, one of the KCA workers over there. While we talked to him, he told us that it may have been wide, but the problem was the people who came in. They were one on top of each other. He said, and they were just swarming in, and he said, actually, what all of them are saying is that they've never seen anything like this before. It was a free, not a ticketed event. So everyone and anyone was coming in, they were all hardcore RCB fans, and they had waited for 18 years, and that pent up emotion, they were going crazy coming in, and they were falling all over each other. According to him, they were one on top of each other on the gate. This was gate number 6 when we visited just now. It's very wide. It's 12 feet wide, actually. So, so this is what they're saying, that there was also lack of security. There was not enough security. But the KCA official we spoke to just now said even however number of security they would have put, it would have not been enough for the kind of crowds that came in yesterday into this stadium.
So, Kavitha, did you manage to talk to any of the victims or their family members or anyone at the hospital who are admitted right there?
I managed to speak to one victim who's recuperating inside the Bowring Hospital ward. and he told me he had a head injury, and his name is Hanif. He's 22 years old, and he had come to see his favorite stars. And he said that while he was climbing over another person to get into the police hit him with a lathi, not once but twice. So he said that he was struck by the policeman, and he was very angry with the police actually. So that was his version. And I met another girl. She also was in the hospital. She had suffered some minor leg injuries and back injuries. And she was with her mother. Her mother was too shocked to speak because both her daughters had landed up in the hospital, but they were not seriously injured. They'll most likely be discharged today or tomorrow. So the ones we met were not seriously injured. I would like to add to that. There is a lot of politics around this as well. The BJP is blaming DK Shivkumar for the entire tragedy that happened. The JDS as well as the BJP are blaming DKS, and they want him to take responsibility for what happened because they claim that he wanted to take over the entire show and be at the forefront. So they feel that he should also take responsibility for what happened. And there is also this unsavory element to the whole thing about not having stopped the celebrations when they already knew that people were dying or had died in the stampede. So there's also that element to it. And so there's DKS is being blamed for this entire episode.
Thanks a lot, Kavitha, for all the updates.
Thank you, Abhijit.